before I start this video, this is not some sort of feely video, and it's not like a moody, depressed, feely type video. It's just a talk to video type of video that I promised I'd do earlier in the year. Whenever I said I'd do more of these sorts of videos, this is one of the videos today. What inspires you? This is a question that I've sort of asked myself sometimes. What inspires me? Because at times in my life, and at times when, especially with vlogging, I feel a bit down because I feel like things aren't going my way. I always come back to the question of what inspires me. I always sort of come back to sort of the root thing of what inspires me and what type of things inspire me, who inspires me. Now, I love vlogging. I don't do it enough. I've said this many times before. When I do enjoy doing it, it inspires me to make more videos, make more vlogs. Like yesterday, for example, me and Sophie went out to the coast. We didn't really do anything too exciting. It wasn't anything too extravagant, but it inspired me a little bit because I love the idea of travelling. Going around and just exploring and recording what I want to record and put it out there for you guys to see. It's not totally for everyone on the internet to watch, it's for a memory bank for myself as well. The other night I was watching back some of my old videos of some of my old sort of pets I've had, like Rolly and Scooby, if you remember that far back. And like, it's quite nice to look back at old videos and think, wow, there were some really good times. But sometimes I just can't get going with other videos, and I can't get going with other things in life, and I struggle sometimes. And many other people will sort of struggle with things, and we always have to have things that go back to what encourages us to do better, what inspires us. So I sort of sat down, I had a think, and I thought of 5 things that inspire me. The 5 rather far-fetched type things. But not, I don't know whether to say far-fetched, it's just, they're not necessarily obvious things, but just 5 things that inspire me, in that when either I'm in that location, or if I'm doing that thing, or watching that thing, it makes me feel a little bit better and feel like I want to do more in life, I want to achieve more, and I want to be better than I already am. I want to achieve more, and I want to achieve more than what people would think I'm going to achieve. First thing I'm going to include in this little list is a film. Now this film, it inspires me a lot because I love watching it. I think it inspires me because of the way it's been produced, and it reminds me of when I went to London when I was in 6th form. In 6th form I went to London and I went to look around universities. I never actually went to university, but we went around to look around film universities, and film in particular is something I love. I love films and cinema, and I love the idea of making films. And this film inspires me a lot, and I don't know, I literally can't pinpoint why, but it just does. Shaun of the Dead. It's a film starring Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, which is a zombie apocalyptic event that happens, and etc, etc, etc. It's gone from like it's a comedy, and it's gone from a real life sort of view as such. But that film inspires me because I think it's based in London, and obviously that when I went to look around films and universities, universities and colleges and stuff in London, I went to look at a particular place. And at one university, which is in London, and this place at the time, Simon Pegg was there. Now, I didn't actually get to meet him, but he was in the vicinity and he was filming, or there was something like that anyway. But since that day, like, I've always sort of felt inspired to do something with film, and like one day I would love to be in a film. I would love to have my name up on the cinema screen, and I'd love to either watch myself, but like in reality that's not going to happen. Like, I don't think that's going to happen, and I shouldn't really be down talking myself and saying that that's not going to happen, because it might happen one day. But I would love to be in a film. I'd love to be on the cinema screen, and like watching Shaun of the Dead sort of inspires me. I don't know why, but it's like London sort of exploring. Like, I loved going to London in January, Sophie. I absolutely loved it, and I just, from the area that I'm living, it's really quite boring. Like, it's a beautiful place. I showed that in one of my Pennyworth vlogs, and it's a beautiful place, but it's just boring. It's the pace of life is just awful. And I'd rather go somewhere a little bit faster, a little bit sort of like, there's more, what do you call it, more options, there's more opportunity. Whereas where I live there isn't much opportunity. People are just happy just to sit down and do one job all their lives, and that's it. Die, have kids and die. It's not, it doesn't interest me that. Like, I want to go and explore the world. And I think, if I come off on a tangent here, that's what I do, I go off on a tangent. Like, I want to be on the cinema screen. It sounds really weird, but I want to have more to do with film. I want to produce more films and more, just, I don't know, it's hard to get there, but I know what I want, which sort of leads me on to the next thing, is sitting in the cinema. Particularly before the film actually starts. When you go into cinema, and if you're like me, and sometimes you like to get into the film before even the trailers start, where you get sitting, it's a blank screen, you have like background music on, and you just sit there, and I love sitting there and watching sort of people come in, and then the trailers come up, and then adverts, and like that to me is like proper cinema. Like I love going in and seeing adverts, and then I love seeing like watching a film, and then at the end of the film coming out and going like giving a review of the film, feeling like that was a good film or a bad film. And I sort of one day I want to be able to sit in like a cinema, like one of my local cinemas, like, and watch a film knowing that I'm on it, but nobody else knows that I'm on it, or that I'm credited for something, whether it be editing or just anything in general. Like I'd love to have that in the back of my mind, knowing that, and that sort of inspires me a little bit, because I want to do it. But as I don't know if it's going to happen, but it's sort of not to be like famous or anything, but just to sort of show that I've achieved something. Like this film that people are watching, that I've had something to do with, but yet they don't know that I'm sat in the cinema with them. Like it's a really weird thing. It's a really weird sort of mindset. Like one or two of you might have the same sort of mindset about other things in life, but that's one thing I'd love to do. It's probably weird, but like sitting in the cinema, and that inspires me to really try and get somewhere further. I'm not doing much at the moment about it, and I probably won't for a while, but that'll be one of my long-term goals. That sort of is on the back of my sort of the third one, which I'd say inspires me, is other people's success. I love seeing other people that I succeed, particularly people that I've known in real life, or people that I've known for a while and then they've gone off and done something, and I've watched back what they've produced, or I've sort of seen what they've done, and I sort of think, wow, like I knew that person, they've gone and achieved something, I'd like to go and match that or be better, if you know what I mean. Not in like a jealousy type way, but I sort of feel like if they can do it, so can I. And that inspires me as well. Like just, it's weird. Along with sort of them three things I've already said is travelling. Travelling, that inspires me. I've already sort of touched upon it on this video. Like travelling, when I went to London in January so far, I absolutely loved that. Just travelling in my local area, going abroad. I'd love to do that more often, but it's just money. It's money that is the problem. Not everyone has loads of money, and I feel like money does hold people back. Money makes the world go round. No matter what people say, money makes the world go round, and money makes people happy. Everyone is money orientated in some way, unless you're some person who has, unless you live on the land and you have you live off the land, completely independent, and you have no connection to money whatsoever. The world does make the money go. Money does make the world go round, and it does make things happy. I would love to go travelling. I know people say you can travel for not much money, which is true, but in the position I'm in at the moment, you need money to get anywhere. Where I live in the world, you can't get anywhere unless you have money. To get a bus to a local city where I live, it's like £8. Like when I went to Ibiza, you could travel across the island for £1. Like that's, in some places it's so cheap, and some places it's so expensive, and I think that's just generally down to the area you live in. But for where I need to go, to say it's £8 to get 15 miles to the nearest city on a bus, like obviously I can drive, but like if you can't drive, it's sort of, you have to rely on public transport. So if you want to go anywhere further in life, it's going to cost a hell of a lot more money. Which sort of leaves me on to the next one, money. Money inspires me, not to be big-headed, not to be rich, not to be cocky about money. But I like having money, everyone likes having money, and I like knowing that I have money there, not to splash out on extortionate things. Like when the latest games console comes out, I don't go out and buy an Xbox One, a PS4, whatever you do it. When I was younger I used to do it, I used to want the latest thing, but I never actually sort of got the latest console, I always got it afterwards. I always just buy the latest Call of Duty, the latest FIFA, I used to play them through and play them forever, and I don't do that anymore because gaming doesn't interest me. But like things like buying a new car just for the sake of buying a new car, or buying expensive pieces of jewellery which I don't wear, or buying the most up-to-date camera equipment in the world, like I'd love to do that, but I like to make do with what I can make do with as such. Like I know that sounds quite contradictory considering I always seem to sort of upgrade my vlog camera, but that's something that I use, and I feel like if I use something a lot, if I spend money on something and I use it a lot, then I'm getting my values worth. Like I'm not buying, say, an Xbox One for the sake of having an Xbox One, using it once. Like you think about it, you use an Xbox One once, and how much is it, 300 quid? It's 300 quid for that one use. Like I could use this camera every single day for a year, it could cost me £300, so effectively it's £1 a day. It's like 300-400 uses and more. Like if you think about every single time you go to record a clip, like if I record 100 clips a day for 365 days a year, that's a hell of a lot of uses. That makes that to me is worthwhile. Like, I like spending money on worthwhile things. I like having the money there, but I don't like splashing it out as such. Like Sophie sometimes calls me a stinger. She says I don't like spending my money much, which is true, in that at points I do go, like, if we ever go out places, I will spend a lot of money in one go, but then I won't spend it for the rest of the month. But money inspires me because I like to have it, and I know that one day when I have a lot of money, which I don't know how I'm going to achieve that, but one day when I have a lot of money, I want to go travelling, I want to knock off all these goals that I want to do, and that inspires me. That sort of one thing will go to the next thing, go to the next thing, go to the next thing, and I can achieve what I want in life. And I think that's probably just, that's what inspires me, and that's why I always go back to sort of what inspires me. Don't know if that was a rambling video or not. What inspires you? Comment below, tell me what you think. I know some different things inspire different people, whether it be a person, a place, an object, a desire. What inspires you? Comment below. Doing this vlog today because no reason for me to create an all vlog today, because I'm literally just at home. Sophie's at work. I'm just doing my own little thing in the office. So yeah, thanks for watching. Stay positive. What inspires you? Comment below. Give me a bit of feedback, and I will see you in the next video.